Over the next 5 years, Ohio will face a complex, volatile, and unpredictable drug landscape. That's according to a startling new report from the Ohio Narcotics Intelligence Center. And we're getting a closer look at those emerging threats. Station Ken has the story.
An ordinary traffic stop in a Columbus suburb leads to an extraordinary discovery, one that proves to be life-saving.
One of those tablets could have at least killed one person.
3,700 pills made to look like oxycodone, down to the color, shape, size, and markings of the real deal. But that's not what's inside.
Upon testing, they were found to contain carfentanil, which is 100 times more potent than fentanyl. Carfentanil itself is enough to knock out an elephant. That's a tranquilizer they use at the zoo.
Here at the crime lab for the Bureau of Criminal Investigations, or BCI, the team tests samples of drugs like this every day. But this case was significant.
We've had them in the hundreds or thousands before, but not this many with carfentanil.
You do not know what is in these drugs. You don't know. You can never know just by looking at it.
Alex Van Dyke gathers data from across the state in real time for the Ohio Narcotics Intelligence Center, also called ONIC. The latest numbers show an alarming new trend: polydrug mixtures.
Fentanyl, cocaine, methamphetamine, xylazine, heroin. There might be 5, 6, 7 substances.
Mixed and sold on the dark web, open web, or even social media.
This is bucket chemistry. There's dangerous chemicals being mixed and varying levels of purity, which can increase or decrease the risk of overdose depending on what's going on with that different, with the chemical formulation of that drug.
How have you seen these drug operations evolve during your time as Attorney General?
Oh my gosh, they've changed everything. I mean, the supply chain has changed.
Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost telling me he is most alarmed by the strength of these drugs.
So the power of these things is so different than the drug wars of the 70s and 80s. We're talking about compounds that can have profound impacts very quickly. And the variability between them is so massive now because there's no control, no quality control on how potent an illicit drug is. Something that you think may be a normal dose may actually kill you.
While the warnings are dire, Yost says there is reason to be hopeful in our state.
Law enforcement is adapting along with them and developing our new responses.
New responses that involve the innovative sharing of information between agencies about what's happening on the streets, leading to a more than 32% drop in overdose deaths in Ohio compared to the previous year, according to ONIC. It's one of the biggest declines in the country and beats the national average by 8%.
Our model is working. It's working.
So the testing and tracking continues with one mission: to save lives.
Hey, somebody call 911.
A lot more work to be done, and we will continue to work, continue to monitor, and continue to be there for the citizens of Ohio to make sure we can mitigate this as best we can.
Ohio is truly regarded as an innovator in the fight against illicit drugs and drug poisonings because of the information sharing that's happening here. In fact, other states are sending delegations to Ohio to apply the same principles against emerging drug threats. In Columbus, Station Ken, 3 News.
And we have more information from the Ohio Narcotics Intelligence Center, including its latest public safety bulletins and some alarming new trends. You'll find that on our website, WKYC.com.